of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a god.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Set to kick off.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Jacksonville. Joe Reed returning. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Mike 52, Mike
52. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check 56. Mark 70, check 50.
And this one's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
A gain of 19 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
No gain on the play.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Kenneth Murray. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd and long.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Aaron Donald. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Kaepernick going to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
A.J. Green.
A good pickup there, a 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
A gain of 4.
Now Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Dan Bailey on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's Reed returning. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Hunt. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense... It's just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 57's the mic, watch 57. Know your job.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I got him.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Final tune-up here before the regular season. And look, we know how much talent this guy has, but those are the mistakes he's going to have to avoid when the regular season does begin.
Because as a high draft pick, you're expected to be the guy sooner rather than later. And what they want to see is that you've absorbed teachings from the first 3 games, and now you look maybe not a finished product, but a guy now who is trending towards being the man for your football team.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm giving it to you.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Goal at the Jaguars' 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Bailey's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
He couldn't get the edge there. Wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Third down and 11.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the front. At 25 to the mic. We're going 25.
Now T.J. Yeldon. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
He's brought down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And incomplete on the deep ball. Joe Reed, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Week 4 of the preseason, last chance here to make an impression. You know he wanted to play mistake-free football, but that just went by the wayside.
Like a lawyer, this is his closing argument. Now it goes to the hands of the jury, and you know who the jury is. The coaching staff. They've got to decide whether he's the guy, he's going to make the roster of what it's going to be for him. Mistake-free football is exactly what he was after. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
And it's magnified with him being a rookie. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll get that complete to Reed. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Second and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chester Rogers there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Broncos 6. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A final return for a Jacksonville score.
Man, it's good to see you out there, man.
They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Broncos 6. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Cameron Sutton on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
This pass into the arms of Snead, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. He uncorks it for Snead. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
They'll take over.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Blake Jarwin, as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos have retaken the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point up and good by Bailey, and the lead is up to 5.
Dan Bailey set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Willie Snead, 75 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And boy, it was pretty.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 26, Jaguars 14. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A first down carry now for Yeldon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Their 49-yard line.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This is Yeldon. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. At defense, let's go.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brought down at the 18.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Safety's creeping.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Joe Reed there to make the grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The point after try for Gostkowski. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Gostkowski set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 8 yards.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man is Quinn, able to connect.
Complete to Trey.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He uncorks it for Snead. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, watch the slant. Check three. Check.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
I'm scared.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken around the 12. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
Broncos.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turned out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll drop to throw. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 30. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. There he goes left side. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Get it! Goskowski for the point after. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Stephen Goskowski set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Sutton now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Caught right side, it's Snead. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
At the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
1st and goal, Denver.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Complete.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
Conversion.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Jaguars.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
I think got to like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The quarterback taken.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He uncorks it for Snead. And unable to connect, incomplete. But give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Reed. There he goes right side. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
The game at 34. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequence.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon, and he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this fly deep for Quinn. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.